Hello and welcome to this edition of Temple TMZ. I'm Victoria Maniscalco.
And I'm Kyung-wi. We have more details about Katy Perry's mystery ring. And what did Miley Cyrus do that is making headlines everywhere?
Is Lady Gaga thinking of having a few monsters of her own? And we break down all of the horrible Hollywood baby names. But first, it's November sweeps time, one of the most critical times for TV shows, producers, and networks. This year's sweeps runs from October 30th until November 27th and determines which shows will live to see another season based on viewership. I'm sure you're all dying to find out if your favorite show is thriving or diving. Well, The Big Bang Theory may be in its 7th season, but this show has it down to a science. It is the most watched TV comedy series this season with over 20 million viewers. Other shows to make the list include The Walking Dead, The Good Wife, Scandal, American Horror Story Coven, and The Blacklist. Shows that are struggling right now include Super Fun Night, The X Factor, Once Upon a Time, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sleepy Hollow, and Trophy Wife, which actually was just picked up for another season despite its low ratings. Now, for those of you who are disappointed to hear that one of your favorite shows is headed towards flatlining, just remember that some of the most popular TV shows of all time were almost canceled. Popular shows like Breaking Bad, Friends, Seinfeld, Mad Men, and even The Big Bang Theory, which was on the list, were almost canceled. So that means there's still hope.
Is Katy Perry wearing an engagement ring from John Mayer? She showed up at Sunday's MTV Europe Music Awards in Amsterdam with a suspicious sparkling ring on her finger. But it turns out to be just a ring that went with the outfit. Although Perry and Mayer are not engaged just yet, everyone knows it is just a matter of time until John proposes.
The release of Thor: The Dark World may have crushed its competition in the box office, coming in at number 1 and earning $86.1 million opening weekend. But where does Thor place on the sexy superhero list?
Well, that's a great question, and superhero fans are wondering the same thing. The polls are open on our website, and we are giving you the final say.
That's right, the list includes superheroes like Thor, Batman, Superman, and my personal favorite, Catwoman.
Meow!
So make sure to log on to TempleTMZ.com to vote. And speaking of Thor, Quinn, you have some interesting news about the movie premiere that took place in China.
Thanks, Victoria. I think this information is just as comical as it is interesting. China has begun to use fan art in the movie premieres, but not on purpose. During the midnight release of Thor, a Chinese movie theater used a fan's depiction of the movie's actual poster. The poster shows Thor holding his brother Loki in a very loving embrace. The actual poster shows Thor holding the story's love interest, Jane. Tiger Woods halted traffic on the Bosporus Bridge in Turkey last Tuesday to become the first ever golfer to hit a ball from Asia to Europe. The bridge, in Istanbul, spans over both continents, and the world's #1 took full advantage, hitting transcontinental drives one after the other. Following the death of her beloved co-star and boyfriend Corey Monteith, Lea Michele can be described as the most strongest cast member on Glee. However, it appears this has not come without a price. Lea has appeared to cut some major pounds only 3 months since Corey's passing. And finally, Miley Cyrus is at it again, believe it or not, and this stunt might be her most daring yet. After performing her infamous twerk for an onstage performance, Miley gave one final performance when she picked up the Best Music Video award for her song Wrecking Ball. Miley pulled out of her purse what appeared to be a joint, lit it, then walked off stage. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at TempleTMZ. I'm Quinn Kremp. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Queen. Lady Gaga is the mother of all monsters, but Gaga recently admitted on Sirius XM radio that she wants to have a few monsters of her own.
That's right, the superstar said she wants to have at least 3 kids. Kyung, what do you think Lady Gaga would name her little monsters?
Well, it is Lady Gaga, and everything she does is original, so I think we will just have to wait and see. But our reporter Sarah can shed some light on Hollywood baby names that Lady Gaga might want to avoid. Sarah?
Drew Barrymore is gearing up to be a mom for the 2nd time. The 30-year-old actress of 2 announced her pregnancy earlier this week, saying that daughter Olive is going to be the best big sister ever. But what I'm wondering is, what is she going to name it?
You were just born, you are a baby, and you can pick between 4 names: Rainbow, Apple, apple. Blanket, north. Go. What do you pick?
I'd say apple.
Out of the four, I would probably go with apple.
I would personally pick, out of all of those, apple.
I think I would have to go with apple too. That seems like the most normal.
I mean, if I have a girl, maybe rainbow, okay, but that's like down on the list. But rainbow is better than blanket, you know. At least it's something beautiful. So yeah, rainbow. I would go.
Do you think you'd ever find a pot of gold in her room?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty lucky guy, so hopefully my daughter will be as well.
And I would not pick blanket because I feel like that child would have a really bad time in middle school.
You think people would just tear him apart?
Throw blankets at them, wrap them up in blankets.
Bring in pillows?
Exactly. Have a slumber party with them. So I feel it would be really, really bad.
Slumber parties would be bad. Bring your blanket.
There you have it for the wackiest baby names in Hollywood. I'm Sarah Kurtz for Temple TMZ. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Kyung, I think I would definitely have to choose the name Apple, but what do you think?
I would have to agree with you.
I thought you were more of a rainbow kind of guy, but...
Actually, since the winter is coming, I might change my answer to blanket.
Oh, well, that name definitely suits you. So that's all the time we have for this edition of Temple TMZ.
Remember to join us tomorrow when we talk about Tom Cruise's reaction to the claims of abandoning his daughter Suri for Scientology.
I'm Victoria Miniscalco.
And I'm Kyung Ri.
Have a great day.